So what I want to do now, though, is to chat a little bit about PERMATEASE. I will actually list the specs of this wig in my next segment of this video that I do outside. But I want to have a chat about PERMATEASE. Everybody knows I like PERMATEASE. But maybe you just don't know why I like PERMATEASE and how you might be able to adopt a similar attitude towards PERMATEASE. So if anybody out there doesn't know what PERMATEASE is, it's those finely teased, kinky, curly hairs that kind of is the groundwork, the framework of the fibers. So in a standard cap wig is where you're going to find most PERMATEASE, because there's nothing to support the fibers. So you do need a good foundation. What we want from a wig is wonderful style and movement. And PERMATEASE allows that to happen, especially, like I said, on a standard cap wig. So everybody has seen what PERMATEASE looks like. It has a little bit of that kinky, curly, undermatting, a nesty look to it. And PERMATEASE has come a long way, everybody. I remember when I first even considered wearing wigs, I kind of put it out of my mind for a while because I thought I would be stuck with one of those old-fashioned wigs that looked like it was all PERMATEASE. It looked like a couple birds might fly out of it at any minute. So not the case anymore. And, you know, especially to new wig wearers out there, it's just something that you want to get used to. And in my opinion, it's a mindset. Do you want style? A good style that's going to hold its shape? Do you want natural movement, but you want to keep the price point down? You're going to have to come to some sort of an arrangement with your PERMATEASE, some sort of mutual liking, I think. And I think it's really easy to do. So think about the reasons why you don't like the PERMATEASE. So you get the wig home and you look at it. You're looking at it through a very narrow lens, like you're just zeroing in on that nesty PERMATEASE down there, and you're thinking, no way. But step back a moment. Look at yourself full scale. Look at the movement of the hair. And just give it a good overall perspective. I doubt that very much that you're going to be able to see just the PERMATEASE. In fact, I'm probably 2 feet away from the camera right now, and I bet you're not, if I came up to you and you did not know me, I bet you're just not going to be looking at the part of my hair. Think about it. Before you wore wigs, did you walk down the street or have an encounter with someone and really just check out their hair parting and things like that? Probably not. And that's going to be the case with you as well when you go out. I think honestly all they're going to notice is you, your confidence in your hair, and if they notice anything at all, it's going to be how beautiful your hair is and how it moves. But there are a few things, if you are averse to PERMATEASE and you're a newer wig wearer and haven't quite come to terms with it yet, there's a few things that you can do. The easiest thing that you can do is buy a rooted color, and that just means that it's darker. The color is darker towards the root, like the appearance of natural regrowth, and that does camouflage that PERMATEASE a little bit so that it isn't so noticeable. And you know, the other thing that you can do is make it so that that part is not perfect. One thing that I do, and I forgot my comb, I'll be right back. One thing that I do when I have a brand new PERMATEASEd wig is I take a wide tooth comb such as this and I slip it up underneath that PERMATEASE near the part, and I just gently lift. And what that does is it separates those fibers from the PERMATEASE, and it reduces the matted look of the PERMATEASE and just makes those fibers stand up a little bit more. So you're not seeing just the PERMATEASE in there. So that's another thing that you can do right out of the box. You can give it a good shake upside down, use the comb as I taught you there. And I think that that within itself is really going to help you come to terms with your PERMATEASE and even grow to love it like I did. So this is a NORIKO cap, and I think NORIKO does an amazing job with their permatease, everybody. They offer some amazing styles at really good price points. Standard caps, no fancy cap features, comfortable wigs, natural movement, a ton of selection on the colors. But regarding the permatease that NORIKO does, I think it's done very well. As I like to say, it's all the right amounts in all the right places throughout the cap. So you'll find permatease all throughout the cap on a NORIKO wig, but mostly there at the top and at the crown. And then what that does, it just gives some lift and style and keeps that style going all day long. And it gives a very nice profile to the wig. And you don't have to do anything. So these are just a few reasons why I think you can begin to appreciate permatease. So coming to terms with it, we're looking at maybe a rooted color as an option. Having an imperfect part, I don't mind it, but I mean, you can really mess up that part a little bit. So really, I've got this high definition camera, which picks up everything, by the way, even things you don't want. So I beg you to look at that. It's just, you're not seeing permatease. Trust me. And there are some bad permatease wigs out there. That's another thing too. But I think with NORIKO especially, it's distributed in the cap so well that I think you'll grow to like it. Now permatease will break down as your wig gets older. It'll immediately start to settle once you've worn it a couple of times. So if you're a new wig wearer and you're just getting used to permatease and you have a wig that you bought and you really like the style but it may appear to be too full for you, play with your wig. And one of the options that you would have would be to just get a clip. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to gather the sides of this wig. We're going to gather those sides back. I'm going to hold this in my mouth. And what that does, it just reduces a lot of the bulk off of the sides, and it gives it a cute little style. I mean, really, when you do things like this to wigs, it's just going to be even less apparent that you have alternative hair on. So, you know, you're off to the game, or you're just throwing something in your hair to go for a shopping trip. You can already see where some of the bulk has been reduced on the sides. All right, so guys, I beg you not to give up. I beg you not to give up, because I think permatease, until they come out with something much better and keep that price point down, I think that permatease is pretty much here to stay. And it's come so far. And I just think that there's so many ways to style it so that you love it. And I just think that this is something that you're going to want to look at, because if you don't like permatease, then that gets set into your mind. You're going to miss out on a lot of fantastic styles.